The most important thing for you to have mental stability is to mind your business. There is no going further away from this point. You cannot get anything in order mentally if you don't know how to mind your business. Even if you die for some people, and when you died, you raise your two hands up. Those people that you died for will come and say, oh, she didn't really die for me. If she died for me, her 2 feet will be up. I'm an advocate when it comes to mental health, because I believe that without your mental stability, you cannot do anything. Here is my turning point. Because a lot of people might be wondering, why mental health, why mental health? I seem to talk about it a lot. My turning point was in 2018. And frankly, a lot of people didn't know I went through a tiny little phase for a short period of time. I had my 4th child, that's my 2nd son, in 2018. And I'm not sure, maybe it was because of the gap between my 3rd child and my 4th child. I was so out of this space. I remember when I was attending my maternity antenatal classes, they were giving informations about postnatal depression and all. And that was the first time ever that I'll be so conscious of like reading through it just to make sure I just have the information. It never bothers me. Imagine we're in our old house on the 10th, early in the morning. I moved to the hospital to have a child. I was discharged the next day and I moved into a different home. Well, thank goodness for my husband who kind of, move everything by himself. So, aside the fact that the hormones when you have a child, all mothers will understand this. There's just this sensitivity, I'm the only person that can take care of my child. Nobody else can be his or her parent. I am the perfect one. You're not doing it right. Every other parent are not right. They are always wrong. They don't know how to feed well. They don't know how to do this. You're the only one who can do it. And compiling that with moving from one place to the other. So I just noticed that every little thing will make me cry. And I'm not the type that usually cry. Even if, we all grieve differently. Even if someone dies, it takes me a while. People might be crying, I will just be there. I will just be like taking it in. It takes a while before it kind of, I don't want to accept what happened. So I notice I cry with any little thing, and sometimes I'm talking in my head. Imagine the way I'm talking now. I keep my mouth closed. And then I start giving out that the person didn't comply. But I didn't say anything. So those are signs to look out for. Like a lot of things. It might be different in patient A to patient B. But thankfully, because I have adequate information, I was informed, and I have the most important people in this world in my life present at that time, my husband and my older sister. Shout out to Big Mommy. They were there to support. One day in particular, we were in the kitchen. That was a day before the naming. And we were just tidying up, we just moved. We just shoveled things around. And I was holding on to a tray and I was thinking, I want to use the tray. So my husband came to me to take it because they want to clean up. And I was saying, I want to use it. I need it. And he was trying to take it. And I just went, why are you taking it? Why are you taking it? I wanted to cry. I want to use it. But I want to use it. I need it. It was in my head. I didn't say it out. So when you see people, like I saw a post that say autism look like this, if you see the picture of that beautiful little girl. It was a tiny face for me, and that was my turning point. A lot of people did not know I went through this. I remember I was talking to one lady one time. I don't even remember I don't remember who this was. And I was saying, oh, when I had my son, blah, blah, blah. I was saying, oh, why were you depressed? I was like, really? Anytime you notice somebody usually triggers you negatively, stay away from these people. And when I say stay away from these people, there are different types of staying away from people. You can keep people's phone number. When they call you, you pick up, you chat with them. you don't call them. That's one staying away. There are some people, even though you call them, you remove them from the center of your heart. You take them away so that what they do doesn't trigger you anymore. It is not possible for somebody to always go to an environment where you feel like a victim, where you feel like they're victimizing you. That is a no-no. That's not healthy at all. So learning how to mind your business, we make that word no to be the right word for you. No is the word. You have to cut a lot of people that makes you feel unwell. You have to cut them off. Like I said before, cutting people off doesn't mean you start holding grudge, you don't talk to them anymore. No. We all have inner circle, and there's another circle outside of your inner circle. You just reshuffle people. Like now, praise be to God, I'm a Christian, but that doesn't mean I'm righteous. That's why I'm at the feet of the Lord to learn every day. If you say my head look bent, I'll just say, oh really? I'm not gonna go in an argument with you when you don't matter. People who matter don't care. You'll be able to, when you find out that you cannot really express yourself around some certain people, only be with those people if there is no any other way around it. You have to be at peace with yourself at all times. And expressing yourself, of course, if you have some attitude, if you have some weaknesses that you need to take care of, that you need to correct yourself, to self-examine yourself about, of course you have to do that. We all learn every day. You go to some places, they're so quiet in their house. If you start talking, they say, oh, you're loud. But in your house, you're the quiet one. So there are just some skills that you need to kind of adjust. But the moment you know that you're being truthful, but you cannot express your truthfulness, where you stand around some certain people, those are not your people. It doesn't matter who they are. A lot of people now will be like, oh, I didn't have to go through medical support or something, but I have this lovely 2 people around me, and I have older kids at that time who were able to help me. I was, not doing much. I was able to take care of myself. And after I had my 4th child, I went back to work. Then I had another one. I never stopped making babies. Anyway, by God's grace, I think I'm done now. What am I trying to say? You need people around you, people who understand you, people who know, people who can hear you when you are silent, when you're not saying. My husband will say, are you okay, dear? Are you okay? You don't go out. Are you okay? Are you thinking? Are you like? He was like this in my neck. That feeling of, am I capable of taking care of this child? Am I capable of being a mother? Am I capable of operating in my role? Is a mental situation. You need to take care of it. And I remember somebody said that by the time you start noticing there's something wrong with you, when you begin to have symptoms of, depression, you are 2 weeks gone. You are 2 weeks in. That means that happened to you 2 weeks ago. So you are 2 weeks in already. So imagine the people that don't usually say anything, don't usually talk. Maybe they live alone. What will they be going through? I don't live with my sister, but I talk with my sister almost every day. And I thank God that she's the type of person that, even if that was a time we went away for 2 days, myself and my husband, and I said we are going away. She didn't even call. She didn't even call me. And I didn't say don't call. I didn't call her, she didn't call me. Be around people who understand you, who loves you, who respect you. If you're not owing people money, why would they keep calling and you say, oh, I will call you back? They don't wait till you call back. They keep calling and calling the same day. I know some situation might be, oh, maybe they are bothered because you live alone or something like that. There are different situations. But some people, when they call you, you don't pick up their calls. They will get upset. Why will you get upset? Because I have my phone, you have yours. I was busy, or I decide not to talk to you because I don't feel like talking, and you get upset. Who do you take me for? Like a product? You understand what I'm saying? You need to love yourself genuinely. You need to take care of yourself. Mental health is something that is so important. You can't open your brain up for people to see. Even if you open it up, you will not really see. It's our emotions. Having a baby, like I said, you're moving. You think, ooh, we are moving. It could trigger something in you. And even sometimes you find yourself in some situation where you be around some certain people, they triggers you. Because they behave in a certain way that's so contrary to you. And you always feel angry around them. Try to limit how you mingle with people like that. So there is nothing more to say other than for you to mind your own business. And when you mind your own business, you will not be losing yourself while you're trying to rescue other people. Like some of us, when we are going through something, we don't even say it out. We act as if we use our emotions to borrow money. So if they see me crying, they will ask me to bring the money. Why are you crying? Oh yeah, bring the money we give you. No. If you feel like you want to cry, you cry. If you feel like you want to laugh, your emotions are your emotions. They are your property. So if you find yourself around people who will mock you because you are down, who will mock you because you're crying, you are in the wrong crowd, I must say. So this is my turning point. I hope you're able to gain something, or this kind of bring you back to some situations, or this will help you to adjust some things around you, because people don't really care. I said I'm not gonna say this, but with the news, the sad news of Davido losing his child, that child celebrated his 3rd birthday few days before that tragedy happened. How many people posted on social media to celebrate him, compared to how many people posted and still posting about that accident? So you think about that. When you want to carry people on your head, you will choke. Even there were times in the Bible where Jesus will set himself aside from his disciples just to talk to his Father alone. And that was Jesus. Who are you? You're not Jesus. So you should be able to be in your own space, kind of think, what is it that makes me angry? What is it that makes me do this? How can I adjust it? What can I do around this person? Where should I put this person in my life to be able to have my own mental stability? Till I come your screen again. Enjoy the rest of your day.